Hey everybody,
Hello.
my name's Mike Fleischer. I'm here today to talk to you about the escalations of romantic relationships from online and meeting offline. Um, Give you a little background here about escalation, the word escalation in romantic relationships. It's been split up into 5 different phases from a guy named Knapp. Um, the first one is pre-interaction, like if you're online and you go to someone's profile, I might want to talk to this person. That's pre-interaction. If you're offline, it's like, say, perhaps in school, you're looking at a guy and you're like, oh, he's cute. That's pre-interaction. Acquaintance is the next phase, and that's just getting to know the person. Online, it's sending your first message. In person, it's saying hello the first time. Then there's exploration, which is getting more in-depth knowledge, start getting to know the person. Online, it's just sending messages back and forth, where in person, it's possibly having the first couple dates and getting to know a person that way. The last 2 phases are intensification and intimacy, which I won't be going over today. Then well, and throughout my life, I've had relationships that started both online and in person. So I've had both of these experiences, and I know it's interesting to think about how different they are. So the first thing I'll be talking about is meeting online and what happens in those first 3 phases when someone meets online. Then I'll go over meeting in person, and then finally I'll go over the pros and cons of both of those styles of meeting. With that being said, let's go into meeting online. Basically, when people meet online, all of the initial work is already done. All you have to do to talk to someone is send a message. You don't have to worry about going up to someone and saying, hi, how are you? And getting turned down at a bar or getting turned down in your classroom or your school. So there are really no self-esteem issues when it comes to dating online. Then we think about like all of the information that's shared online. You can look up everything on the person that you are dating or that you were trying to talk to. You can go to their profile and you see everything about them. You see all of their likes and dislikes, and you can already tell, do you want to be with this person? Is this someone you could see yourself with? Versus not having all that information laid out in front of you. And you can go through hundreds of profiles of people and you can be like, okay, well, this is what I'm looking for. And you have it laid out for you. You can search by certain criteria. So you can find someone that, say, plays baseball. And you can find a guy that all he does is play baseball or is interested in baseball. And you can find a bunch of guys like that. So it makes the initial information come a lot quicker when you meet people online. And when you meet people offline, you got to worry about like all this information, not worry about so much, but all this information comes over more of a period of time. You think first couple dates, could lead into the first couple months, whereas meeting in person or meeting online, the information is laid out for you. You can ask all the questions you want before you go on the first date. And then there's sad part about that is then there's nothing to talk about on the first date. So then when you're meeting someone in person, you have that there's always that chance of being turned down. You have the uncomfortable first meeting, and it all depends on who you are. I mean, if you're comfortable going up and talking to a person, you don't have self-esteem issues, then it's fine. And then that might be the better way for you to do it. But if you do have self-esteem issues, like I know tons that a lot of people nowadays do, you're more comfortable just sending a message. And if you don't get a response back, you don't care about it. Well, okay. With all that being said, then we'll go into the just the pros and cons of meeting online versus meeting in person. Like I already said, people with lower self-esteem definitely feel better about themselves dating online. You don't have to worry about being shut down. You don't have to worry about hurting other people's feelings. That's a big part of it too. If you meet someone in person, you go on a first couple dates, and they're trying to get in touch with you, sometimes you don't know what to say in that situation. Whereas online, you don't even get to the first couple dates, and you're just, all right, I'm not going to send them a message anymore, and whatever, they'll find someone else. It's not as emotional of a connection. Deal breakers is another big pro from dating online. As long as the information is correct, since a lot of people lie online. But if there's something you don't like from someone and they have it laid out on their profile or they're willing to talk to you about it, you know ahead of time. You're able to find this out. You don't have to go on that first date. You don't have to worry about dating them and then finding out 6 months in the future. So that's just a basic overview of escalation of romantic relationships from online versus meeting in person. And thank you all again for being here. Yay!